a speech earlier today before an international policy forum cooked up by the Observers Research Foundation, the president stressed the Philippines is a nation of laws over a country of men and women. He dwelt on how the country painstakingly won its dispute in the 2016 Permanent Court Tribunal ruling and hailed its host for doing the same in its maritime disputes with smaller nations, as our Kenneth Paciente reports.
In his appearance at a foreign policy forum in New Delhi, organized by the Observer Research Foundation, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. once again underscored the Philippines' commitment to stand for the rule of law, sovereignty, and global peace. In his foreign policy address, the president laid out the Philippines' perspective on the deepening crisis in the Indo-Pacific region, a region he described as a center of opportunity but challenged by instability and coercion. He emphasized that it is not enough to stay silent or merely observe. According to him, it is necessary to actively defend the existing order and peace based on law, not on force or violence.
It has thus become the responsibility for all stakeholders, including the Philippines and India, to play a more active role in upholding, in defending, and in preserving our rules-based order.
President Marcos Jr. also stressed the importance of the 2016 Arbitral Award, a ruling that affirms the Philippines' rights but continues to be opposed and disregarded by some countries.
The assertions of literal states to have to pass the test of conformity with international law, particularly the UNCLOS and definitive binding interpretations such as the 2016 Arbitral Award.
The president stood firm against false narratives on the South China Sea that distort reality.
Indeed, there are those who sometimes justify such provocations under the pretext of geopolitics. Just as disconcertingly, there are those who seek to discredit international legal procedures and dismiss binding rulings to cloak opaque claims with a semblance of legitimacy.
President Marcos Jr. said that the Philippines is taking the right path to peace by strengthening relations with like-minded nations that respect international law, in response to the growing tensions in the Indo-Pacific region, including China's continued coercion in the West Philippine Sea.
We fight for peace, but that is exactly what we do. And since we have started to be confronted with that situation, that is the solution that we find will be most effective and is the proper thing to do, is to form these alliances, put together the coalition of like-minded states who share the same values, who adhere to international law, and who are committed to defending their territory and the exercise of their sovereign rights.
In the same forum, the president highlighted the shared history of the Philippines and India as nations that fought against colonialism and now both promote democracy, development, and fair international relations. Thus, President Marcos Jr. considers the establishment of the Philippines-India Strategic Partnership as a significant step, an agreement aimed at deepening cooperation in defense, maritime security, technology, economy, and the welfare of citizens. Under this partnership, the president recognized the key role of India as a trusted ally, one of that not only extends support but also respects international law even in its own maritime disputes.
With our strategic partnership, we unfurl the sails and steer our hopes and dreams through challenging tides. Our vision for a free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific is our compass. Our commitment to international law is our ballast.
Kenneth Paciente from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.